Hi guys, how's everybody doing on there? My pack members, your alpha is here, and it has been a crazy 2 days since my New York Comic Con 2019 adventure has come to an end, and I had a good time as always. That was my fourth time going, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It started off really murky. This was the first con that I saw, especially on day one, where it was raining, it was murky, and it was just really fun. But I got through it, So gearing up to leave for New York Comic Con, just waiting for my ride. As you can see, it's raining. It's kind of murky, but we gonna have fun. And there's my ride, right there. Like I said, it was just completely murky, but we got there in time, like I said. But being so was that for, as you guys know me, and you guys know once I get inside of the Javits Center, it was definitely just because it's like when I go to these conventions, I'm amongst my people, and it's never I could be myself. I could be just Chris, and never just being like I'm a stranger and out of it and things like that. And as soon as I get in, I just see some interesting cosplayers. But one of them caught me real quick because I'm a big fan of the character. So check it out. And I think I found my first cosplayer. I gotta talk to this dude. So, Moon Knight, can I talk to you for a second? I got a Moon Knight here. Check this out. Look. A Moon Knight. Classic Moon Knight. Look at that. That is so cool. Hi, Moon Knight. That is so cool. Okay, so this is the first Moon Knight cosplayer I saw during as soon as I got into the Javits Center. But of course, once you're in there, the one thing I said I was gonna do was talk to some great cosplayers that occupied the con this year. And my first cosplayer that I interviewed was from the world of Dragon Ball, and this guy was so cool. He was cool. He was decked out, looked just like the character, and he was Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. As you all know, Gogeta now is canon in the Dragon Ball universe because he wasn't at a time. Remember, he was only in the first movie, and he was also in Dragon Ball GT, but that's not canon. So, but he was a real cool guy. I asked him my standard questions, especially also involving the character that he is. But it was a lot of fun. It was just a lot of fun. Okay, guys, so I've got my first cosplayer I'm going to talk to, and check him out.
Hey!
Look! We got Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Yeah. Look at him. How you doing, dude?
I'm good. How are you?
First time at the con?
No, this is my third time, actually.
Third time.
Yeah.
So I'm taking it this is your favorite character?
Yes, indeed he is. Or we are.
We are. Yeah, you should be kind of talking in two person now.
Yeah. You can't get the double character.
So did you like Broly?
Did you like Broly later? Yeah.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Gave a little bit more character to didn't it?
Yeah, you have a lot more character. I love it. Yeah.
So how long did it take you to make this?
Physical construction was about 3 or 4 hours for this. Getting materials was a little bit on the easier side. Other than that, I would say around total 5 hours of full work, straight work, but it happened over 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
So yeah.
And who else is like some of your favorite characters?
Do you have a favorite? Yeah, I should say that.
Other favorite characters. I would have to say it would be Gohan, Piccolo. Definitely one of
There
the
you
top
go.
favorites. And I'm just dying to have more Caulifla and Kale, and
Okay.
I want more of that. I want to hear more about Universe 6.
Yeah.
They were really part of my favorite.
Do you think we will see a new anime series, or you think it's done?
What do you mean? It's like it's done?
Yeah. Do you think we'll see a new anime series that will continue the story?
I see it. And I would say that when it comes to any anime in general, if you see like a big, stronger character and seeing these characters that you started to grow up with, and they suddenly become one, and you see the stories and all that stuff, you start to like get more and more acquainted with them, and you want to see what they can do. You want to see what the interaction between one of the other characters. It's just a huge, fun thing to do.
Last question for you, and I'll let you go, dude. Are you gonna play the new game? There's a new game coming out.
Is that Kakarot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have to find a way to get it on my PC.
Okay.
I have to find a way to get it faster rather than, whenever they decide to put it anywhere.
Okay.
But it's coming out on the Xbox One, right?
Xbox One, I believe, and a couple other places.
Yeah, I'm interested.
That's good to know.
Interested in
That's
it.
good. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Where can people find you if you're on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at George_Orthodoxu. That's George_ORTHODOXOU. And yeah, that's pretty much it, really.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate it.
By that time, guys, after I did that interview, that little short interview with Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, I headed down to Artist Alley like I always do. I never go to the showroom floor anytime. I always go down to Artist Alley because first and foremost, I'm a comic head. As y'all can see behind me, my comic collection is huge. I still need to put boxes and something by every time it gets bigger. But I was there, and then I had to go down to Artist Alley because there was one reason before anything. I found out right before the con. Usually I go on the website, just see what talents, what artists, what writers are going to be there. Some of my favorite writers, my favorite artists. And I find out that one Miss Gail Simone, my friend, Gail Simone is going to be here. And I sneak up on them. I didn't tell her, I didn't text her or message her on Twitter saying, "Hey Gail, I'll see you at New York Comic Con," because I had no idea she was gonna be here, but she was here, and she was there to promote her new series coming out called 7 Days. As you can see right here, I'm wearing the shirt. Gotta represent. I love you, Gail. I love you, Scott. But I had a little mock interview with her as always. She was always cool. I spent half of the day of day one with her. But check out this interview that I did with her. It was really cool. And as always, I love you guys.
So, Scott just said I could do an interview with Gail. See, there's Gail right there. Look. That's my friend Gail. See? My friend Gail. They call me family. They call me family, damn it. So, let me ask you, Gail.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh, no, see, I won't put you on the spot.
Now you're like 1 inch away from my face.
Okay, let's move it back a little bit. Okay, so everybody, this is Gail Simone.
Hello.
And this is my friend. She's my friend. And she's such a talent.
Aww.
And such a grace to be around.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You're the one.
So Gail, what you been up to lately?
Oh my gosh, I've been up to everything.
Everything.
Travel, writing scripts, writing film scripts, coming to conventions, doing interviews, saying hi to you. And I'm here in New York promoting 7 Days.
Yeah, 7 days. You said,
Yes.
What's 7 days?
7 Days is my new comic with Lion Forge, where we have a superior being that comes down to Earth and says, "My planet's dead, I'm taking yours. but I'm not a monster. You have 7 days to say your goodbyes, and then I'm annihilating everything. And then we see what happens to Earth when it goes into total chaos.
See, it's all about chaos.
Yep.
Chaos. And she's got a big job now. I saw that you became big in Lion Forge, and I couldn't be more happier for you. I was like,
I
oh.
absolutely adore working for them.
See, and so you got a gentleman here waiting. He wants to be signed by something. Do your thing, my boy. Go ahead, sign it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Get on. Perfect. Oh my gosh, Scott, what in the world?
See, Scott's over there. Scott's over there. Got t-shirt.
Scott's the booth, babe.
Scott's rocking the Flash shirt, but then he's got.
I'm about to rock that.
He's about to rock this as well. So.
Oh man, I miss
Everybody,
so much.
I forget, like, we gotta show some love to Scott too here. See, everybody, this is Scott. All right, show some love to Scott as well. I was gonna be at Emerald. I know you guys were at Emerald Con.
That's right.
And I was gonna go there.
No, we came here.
But I chose MegaCon Orlando.
I like MegaCon. There's no Christopher's.
Actually,
It was fun. It was my first time. It was fun.
I'm happy. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did.
We go because it's close to Disney World. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, look.
Look. See, more fans. Got more fans. More fans.
okay, so that way.
I could stay here for real, but I should. I gotta get moving a little bit.
Oh,
But
you're not. I'm so sorry. Forgive me.
I needed to. But see, they'll give me 7 days. See that?
You always look so much.
They'll give me 7 days. See, this is it right here. She gave it to me. Scott hooked me up as always. Being with my friends is always a pleasure. It is, truly is. So 7 days.
I am, yes.
What did you get her signed, dude?
Plastic Man.
Oh, see, that was fun. You did a good job on that too. Yeah, I'm not kissing her ass though, but you know, I'm just a loyalist. It doesn't suck to be a loyalist either. Just saying.
Doesn't suck to be a what?
Loyalist.
Oh, loyalist. I thought you
loyalist.
said lawyer, and I was like, I didn't know that about you.
I'm not a lawyer, no. At all. So 7 days is your new title.
Yes.
You like it?
I am so proud of this book, and not only is this a huge story, thank you, a huge story where we have a superior being that comes to Earth and threatens the entire planet, throws the entire planet into chaos, but we have new books coming out at the end of 7 days that focus on these characters, and I've created a new one. That's my favorite character I've created since I started working. So I'm really excited for people to get to meet her.
Now, I met the creator of SL because I like him.
Yeah.
See, I like speedsters.
Yeah.
So I'm looking
Excel is
forward
pretty
to
awesome.
seeing this new character.
Yeah, and the thing about Excel, who's our speedster, is he's from LA and he is Hispanic origins, and so the color palette looks different than other books out there.
Yeah.
The mythology and the things he sees when he gets into the stream when he's going fast, it's so cool.
One of the other things about going to cons, the convention that I felt that I said I was going to do was I was going to get gifts for a couple of friends, friends that I care about and things like that. I said I would, and one of my friends, DPZ Deadpoolzilla, he was looking for. He's a big pop collector, those Funko Pops. I really don't collect those, those things kind of creep me out, especially their big black eyes look like they look, Satan's looking at you. I don't, you know, so, but he's a big collector. And when I went to MegaCon, because he lives in Orlando, he lives in Florida area. When I was at MegaCon, he was buying those up, and he wanted some of the exclusive New York Comic Con pops, and he gave me a list on Facebook. He's like, if you see one of these, you know, and I looked everywhere. I didn't even film me looking at some of the pop areas, and you could just for yourself look.
Alright dudes, so I am at the Pops booth, like you can see. I got a friend that is a big fan of these, and I'm going to start looking for maybe just to see if I can find it. I do plan to get something for a friend, a couple of friends here, so let me see if I can find it.
I looked, and I couldn't find any of those exclusive pops for a while. I would look and look and look and look, and everywhere I would say, "Do you have this one?" "Oh, we're sold out." And then finally, I found one of them that he was looking for, and it's right here. It's the Hero Killer Stain from My Hero Academia. I found it. It's as you can see, limited edition. So I found this for him. I got to send this to him soon. But yeah, I definitely had to find that for him. So like I said, it was fun. It was a lot of fun indeed. So after that, guys, like I said, you know, it's always just so much fun seeing the different cosplayers. Now, being on this was day one, guys. I didn't cosplay until the second day. I didn't deck out in my Spider-Man costume until the second day. But just seeing some of the great cosplayers, and sometimes you run into first timers, people who've never been to New York Comic Con. They're just here on the first time, doing it the first time, and that's exactly what happened to me this day. I ran into two lovely ladies, two lovely Colombian ladies from that. This was their first time at New York Comic Con, and one of them, they were dressed up as two of my favorite female characters in comics, but one of them really caught me because of just how beautiful she was as She-Hulk. She looked so great. Like she decked out her whole skin as green. She had the abs. And more importantly, like a lot of her muscle tone was her. Like her I can tell you right now, guys, her legs were so muscular. I was like, wow. And I had to get an interview with them, and it was so cool just to hear them just talk about their love for the characters and everything like that. But they were shocked. Some of them were shocked that the characters they were portraying were getting TV series or new movies. But they thanked me for that. See for yourself.
So back vlogging, guys, and I found something that I was looking for. Look! A She-Hulk and a Diana. Hi, ladies.
Hey!
How are you?
Very good. How are you?
I'm good. So, how are you enjoying the con so far?
It's amazing.
First time?
First time for both of us.
Really? Okay. So, look at Jen. See, look at this. That is beautiful. How long? 6 hours.
Pretty much.
Look at that. So, yeah? And Diana, and Princess Diana here. Gotta show respect to the ladies. So, you know, you got a show coming. You have a TV show coming.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Where?
They haven't said yet, but you have a movie, a TV show coming for Disney Plus.
That's nice. Definitely.
And you got a new movie coming out soon.
Soon, hope so. I hope so.
Yeah,
There's too much
called
to
Wonder
say
Woman
about it.
84.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you for letting us know that. All that information. Thank you.
So, is Jennifer your favorite character?
Yeah.
She is?
Jennifer is my favorite character. Can I take a picture? Yeah.
Look, see, look.
One of them
Look
with
at
you.
that.
Come on. Oh, take a selfie.
That would be great. I'm not a great selfie person.
I am a great selfie. So come here.
Fantastic. Thank you.
So, ladies, I wanted to say thank you for this
Thank you.
as well.
Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Lady.
Lady? And
Vanessa.
where are you guys from,
My name
actually?
is Colombia.
Colombia.
eh.
I knew it. I knew it.
No, he didn't do it. He didn't.
Yeah, I'm lying.
It's like I said, you know, how cool was that? How cool was that, right? They were cool. But as always, when you see great cosplayers, especially for me, I'm never afraid to go up and talk to them or something like that because it's Comic-Con. You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be fun. And more importantly, like I said, this being day one, I wasn't decked out in Spider-Man. I wasn't as Spidey yet. But I was getting Jones and ready for day two to be decked out in my Spider-Man costume. And speaking of Spider-Man, I ran into a great, lovely lady who was donning the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse version of Doc Ock, which was a very good interpretation of the character. Now, we've seen a female Doc Ock before. It's not the first time, but it was the first time movie-wise, animated movie-wise, we've seen it. And we've seen a lot of ladies now don that costume. Matter of fact, when I was in MegaCon Orlando, there was a lady down there decked out, and she was great. But this lady right here, this woman, this lovely lady was just as great, and she got into character at times. She was taking pictures with a little boy who was dressed up as Miles, and when I finally got to interview her, she was so cool and so sweet. Check it out for yourself.
Okay, guys, so I found another cool cosplay. Look!
Hey!
Doc Ock from Spider-Verse. She's got the arms and the legs. She looks great. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing well. You know what? It's Comic-Con. I can't complain.
This your first Comic-Con? How long you been coming here?
I've been coming to Comic-Con specifically for about 3 years.
New York Comic-Con.
New York Comic-Con,
Okay.
yeah. But I've been cosplaying for about 5.
5? Okay. Who's some of the characters you cosplay as?
I've done Joyce Byers from Stranger Things. I did a Sailor Moon VHS tape.
Okay.
Phi Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. Princess Peach, of course. All
Okay.
that fun stuff. Too many to name.
So, Doc Ock, you chose Doc Ock this year.
Yes.
What was the inspiration of choosing? Did you like this interpretation of the character?
I love this interpretation. Spider-Verse in and of itself is such a fresh breath of air to the
Right.
franchise. And I liked this interpretation of Dr. Octopus.
Okay.
And hey, she looks badass, so why
Yeah.
not?
Well, you look great. How long did it take for this?
About a couple of months. I made these last night because the original plan ended up getting kaput. So.
Okay. Now, I met another female Doc Ock, but in MegaCon Orlando this year.
Ooh,
And-
I love seeing all the Doc Ocks.
And she, her arms were more foamy, but she can move like the arms and everything like
with
that.
the armature while. You can
Yeah.
bend them.
So it was really cool to see that.
I love seeing the different interpretations. Because like you can have one character, but people do it 5 different ways, and it's so cool to see how people like think about it. That's my favorite thing.
Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. What's your name?
Oh, my name's Yalda.
Yalda. And where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Yaldam, so it's YALDAMN. That's where I am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wasn't she great? I told y'all she was spot on. She was great. just a joy, and she just looked like she was just so full of life, and I love that. I love seeing that stuff. But what was even cooler was like right after that, I find my first cosplayer dressed up as Nebula. I wasn't seeing a lot of Nebulas. I was shocked that I didn't see a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy characters. Maybe because it was just early. But when I finally found one, she looked great. And she was with her husband, I believe. And he was dressed up as a character known as the Brooklyn Defender. He was so cool. They were so lovely. And I got to tell you something, after you check out this great interview by them, check it out. They were great. Oh, guys, we have a Nebula. I found a Nebula. Look. And sir, who are you?
I'm the Brooklyn Defender.
The Brooklyn Defender. He represents Brooklyn. And look at his utility belt. His utility belt, guys, is so class. So how are you guys doing?
Doing great.
Really good. Yeah, first day, Comic-Con.
First day, not your first con though, right?
No.
How long you guys been coming here?
This is our fourth year.
Fourth year.
Yeah.
And how much time did it take for this?
Well, to put the costumes together, it took about 2 weeks, which is actually kind of fast for us. But all in total, this morning was about 7 hours.
And those contacts, how long? Those look like they kind of hurt.
A little bit, yeah. These are sclera lenses.
You put like a little eyeliner, to keep from drying out? Do they dry out?
They're okay right now. Yeah.
Okay.
It's their first time wearing them.
Yeah, it's the first
I pretty
time
much had
wearing
to tie her down and
It was tough.
stick them in her eyes.
Putting the contacts in was tough. Yeah.
So,
But they make the costume, so.
So is Nebula one of your favorite characters?
Yeah, absolutely. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, see. Okay, so we got a Guardians fan as well. So how did you like her character development throughout the movies?
Well, it's interesting because actually how she's portrayed in the MCU films is quite different than how she's portrayed in the comics.
Exactly.
And I was on the fence about whether or not I wanted to do a comic book version of Nebula.
You mean with the hair and everything?
With the hair and everything and the gauntlet. Yeah, so I think in the MCU films, obviously she's multi-layered because she's a little bit of a villain in some moments, and then you empathize with her in others. So she's complex.
How do you enjoy Karen Gillan's performance as the character?
Oh, she's fantastic. Every time people ask me to take a picture, I'm like, sure, and then I'm like, oh, I have to be more like Karen Gillan. Yeah.
Oh, so you try to do the voice. You try to deep it down. Okay. So, is Guardians your favorite of the MCU movies, or?
What would you say is your favorite?
Yeah, what is your favorite, Mr. Defender? I'm putting you on the spot right now.
I'm a big fan of the Winter Soldier.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Okay, you get a fist bump for that one. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a tough one. I wouldn't say Guardians is my favorite. I mean, I have to be basic and say like Infinity War and Endgame. Like how could you beat those two? Yeah.
So we seen the lineup for Phase 4. I'm trying to get both of y'all in there.
I'm sorry.
So we seen the lineup for Phase 4, including TV shows that will connect to the MCU as well. Which ones are you more excited for? Do you remember?
I would say personally, I'm more excited about Black Widow.
Okay.
Loki is a close second.
The
Pretty
prequel.
excited about
Black Widow prequel. Yeah, it's gonna be a prequel, but she's finally gotten a movie. Everybody's been wanting her to get a movie,
for sure.
and now she has one. What about you, ma'am?
I'm a huge Loki fan. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Last question, because I just saw a beautiful She-Hulk, and she's running around. I don't know where she is now.
pictures.
Oh, was that her? Oh, with the body makeup?
The body makeup,
They're
from Colombia.
Yeah.
I told her, I said, you got a TV show coming out that's putting you into the MCU, and she said, oh really? I didn't know that. So we're gonna get a new Hulk, the next Hulk's cousin. I've said it before, she was one of the few characters in the Marvel that I've been wanting to see for a long time. Now we're getting her. How thrilling is that to see the next Hulk in the family come?
I've always been a Hulk fan, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I like to see any raise in popularity in that area, for sure.
Yeah, sure.
I concur.
You concur. Well, I appreciate this. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
What are your names, man? Because I got to make sure I get everybody to follow you if you guys are on Instagram or Twitter. Or
My
anything
name's
like
Caleb
that.
Huff.
Okay.
My Instagram is C Howard Huff.
And my name's Michelle Ford, and my Instagram is Michelle Ford, F-O-A-R-D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that, guys? Look at her Nebula. Badass. Badass. And the Brooklyn Defender. Okay, I'm going to respect that name. I'm going to respect that. But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
It was nice meeting you.
Yeah, ma'am. Very much. Weren't they cool? I told y'all they were cool. And here's the fun fact and funniest thing about them. Well, not funny, but it was just really cool and a coincidence. But being that this is New York Comic Con, people are coming from all over the world, coming from all different states, but also coming from just NY, New York. And the coolest thing about them, when they asked me, so where can we find you? And what's your YouTube channel? We'll check this out. They saw my name. They said, TheMtVernonkid, are you from Mount Vernon? I was like, yeah, that's where I live. They're like, so are we. And it was so cool. What a coincidence. I find this lovely couple that are actually from the same town that I live in, Mount Vernon, New York. Shouts out to them so much. It was so cool to just talk to them. And I love the fact that she was so in tune, in depth with the Nebula character in general. Like she just didn't know just about Nebula from the MCU, but she knew about Nebula from the comics. And I that's always going to get a plus out of me when you also know your knowledge about the character from the comics. But they were so, shouts out to those two. They were so fun. I loved it. So as I said before, guys, I'm always in Artist Alley. And when I'm always at these conventions, I'm always about artwork and, maybe getting some of my books signed by me. Books I have signed by my favorite artists. But a lot of the writers and artists that were there, I've had them sign my stuff before. But there was one artist that I saw that was going to be there that I met in MegaCon first. And if you guys followed my MegaCon vlog, you saw her before. Her name was Ashley A. Woods. She's a great talent. She's from Chi-Town, and her artwork is just beautiful. And I had to pick up some of her art. I had to, so I picked up a few of her arts, and just see her do a little shimmy when after she was signing her art. Check it out for yourself. So I bought some stuff from this once again. See? Check it out. Show them off, Miss Wood. Show them off. Always a clown. That was so funny. But I have nothing but love and respect for Miss Woods. She's great. But once again, guys, if you didn't see the pictures, because, well, one of them you probably didn't see. I'm sure you saw me show this for her, that she drew this. This is from a comic from Stranger Comics. It's about to be turned into a TV series. So yeah, this was really beautiful. I had to get this from her. She signed it as well. And also I picked up this beautiful pick, as you saw me show it off as well. This beautiful, this was just really bad. I don't know who is this supposed to be. I think it's just a soul sister. So I just had to get it. I thought it was Misty Knight, but I was like, there's no arm missing, but it was still beautiful. And the other one that you didn't see because she was signing it, but it was the Vixen. This Vixen that she drew. I saw this at MegaCon the first time, and look, she got a lot of cake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. But yeah. But shouts out to Ashley, Miss Woods again. Keep doing your thing, my girl. I'll always keep supporting you. And once again, guys, so by that time afterwards, guys, I went back to Gail, just to sit down. Like I said, Gail and Scott, her husband, were just really. I could just come around their booth and just sit down, because I was on my feet for a while, and I was just like, and they were just like, so what did you do? What'd you get? And things like that. I showed off the pictures. That I got from Gail from Ashley Woods. But then as I'm talking to them, somebody catches my eye. A cosplayer catches my eye. The first time I'm actually seeing somebody cosplay as this character on this day, and I was like, oh, I'll be right back, and it was a woman dressed up as Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, who's going to be in the Hawkeye series, TV series that's going to be on Disney Plus. So I was like, I gotta talk to her. She takes a picture. Then I say to her, can I vlog you I want to actually, and she was kind of hesitant. She was a little bit, I don't know. So what do you want me to do? And I was like, I'm just gonna ask you some questions. Don't worry. I'm not gonna make you look foolish or anything like that. But she did, and it was really cool. And listen to what she had to say about Kate Bishop and legacy characters and everything like that. See for yourself.
So I got Kate Bishop here, guys. Look at Katie. So how are you?
Good.
How was your New York Comic Con doing so far? First day, how is it?
It's been pretty good so far.
Your first con?
No, I've been coming here for years.
And I'm sure Katie's one of your favorite characters.
Yeah.
So, question. She's gonna get a TV show.
Yeah.
You excited about that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's about time.
You hear that? She says about time. She's gonna take over Hawkeye, which is a good thing. I think it's good when the old guard passes the torch. Who do you think we will see in the series? Any villains you want to see in there?
I find Kate's dynamic with Madame Mask in the comics pretty interesting, so I think that would be pretty neat.
Okay. Madame Mask. That would be cool to see that in there.
Yeah.
Now, have you always been a big fan of Katie since her Young Avengers days?
I actually didn't get into Kate until Fraction's Hawkeye run.
Okay.
But then I enjoyed her so much in that I backread Young Avengers, the original Young Avengers run, and then carried through.
So, you like her being called Hawkeye. Now, she's had a couple of names. She's had an amalgamation of names like Hawkenbird and things like that.
Yeah.
But now she's actually considered a Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Do you think that's perfect for her? Or do you think she should create her own name?
I do think it would be neat for her. I like both.
Okay.
I like the idea of legacy characters and of names being passed along.
Right.
But I do also think it would be neat for her to have her own unique identity and forge her own path as a separate superhero. So I like both. I think they're both interesting approaches to the legacy of concept.
Well, thank you. First of all, once again, I got to show you off because you look great. You look perfect. So, but other than that, I want to say thank you for taking a little minute. I kind of scared her, guys. I didn't want to scare her, but I kind of did. But thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You look great. Enjoy the rest of your con.
You too. Thanks.
And take care.
And that was pretty much the last cosplayer that I interviewed on day one. Like I said, guys, I spent half of the day with Gail. Like I said, that's just like it. That's what Gail is. Like I said before, Gail Simone is one of my favorite writers. She's not just one of my favorite writers who happens to be female. See, I always put that. I say straight up, she's one of my favorite comic writers. She just happens to be female. So whenever I'm able to see her, it's a delight. I told her before, she's a delight in my life, and the fact that she looks at me not as just as a friend, but as family, that means a lot to me. I should hyphenate my last name from Bennett to Simone /Bennett. Just to Don't blame me. My brother said that. He said I should do that. But no, it's always a pleasure. But day one of the adventure was great, and it was just a lot of fun, and day two just made it even better. But my final words, those were like my final words for day one of New York Comic Con 2019, and it was a blast. It really was. It really was. But day two came around. Day two comes around, and I got a few more cosplayers to review. Got a few more cosplayers that had an interview. But also this time I'm decked out in my Spider-Man costume, and it was just lovely and great to be dressed up as my all-time favorite hero. I really felt like I've dreamt about being Spider-Man all my life, and here I was being my favorite hero. And I can't tell you how much that meant to me to dress up as this character, especially because of the fact that the one thing I wanted from my time in the costume was for little children to come up and run up to me and say Spider-Man, Spider-Man, and trust me guys, it happened countless times while I'm walking the floors and things like that. I got countless little kids coming up to me, hugging me, saying, I love you, Spider-Man, and I'm waving at them and giving them fist bumps and everything like that. One of them, I was able to get some pictures. Well, one, because I actually wanted to take a picture with my phone with family, with the parents of that kid, but they were just like, no. But one of them was, so right now what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to show you guys all the pictures I took as Spider-Man, from the little girl that I just said that ran up to me and hugged me. She caught me off guard. Like I'm basically, guys, looking at my phone. Now, granted, the mask, the eyes, if you start breathing too much, the mask will fog up. So at times I had to wipe the perspiration, the pressure out of the eye socket. I should have gotten the mask breather to keep that from happening, but I thought I'd be fine with it. So here I am on my phone, looking at messages and things like that, and this jumped me from, like, something grabbed me. I'm like, and I look down and it's this little girl. So here you go with the picture of the little girl and all the photos of me in Spider-Man costume. But check it out. things, like I said, guys, when I was walking the showroom floors, is seeing some of these beautiful statues. Hope you guys enjoyed those pictures. Those were up until all the way up to the end of the day. That last picture was me and the boy wonder himself, Robin. I had to get that with me and Robin. Who says Marvel and DC can't get along? Screw you to everybody who feels that, loves that stupid rivalry, because I don't. We got along fine. You saw me with the Titans. You saw me with Robin. You saw me with Power Girl. And matter of fact, I'm going to talk about that because I got an interview with that lovely lady. But like I said, all these beautiful statues, and these statues were just so beautiful. There was one that had a lot of Marvel DC girls. One of them was Starfire, Batgirl, and Wonder Woman. See for yourself.
Dudes. Now check out that Batgirl on the side right there. Look at that. Check out the Batgirl. And you got Wonder Woman in here. It's pretty, right? Batgirl's nice. The Starfire is where it's at. Starfire for real. Let's go.
So while I'm there, guys, it's day 2. Going great. Everything's happening. Everything is going off. Kids coming up to me want to take pictures with Spider-Man. Me taking pictures with other heroes. Funniest thing, like I said before, I didn't take a lot of pictures with other fellow Spider-Men. Every time I saw another Spider-Man, we just fist bump. What up, Spidey? Hey, Spidey. But we didn't take any pictures. It didn't happen. You know, or Spider-Gwen's or Ghost Spider, as she's called now. But while I'm charging my phone, people were taking pictures of this great couple, and they look like 2 characters from one of my favorite video game franchise, Final Fantasy. Now, we all know the Final Fantasy VII remake is coming out this March. And I had to talk to these two. One was dressed up as Cloud Strife. The other was dressed up as Vincent Valentine. Check it out.
Okay, guys, we have Cloud Strife and Vincent Valentine here. You guys look great, and he's got the Buster shirt. Look at that. So how are you guys enjoying your Comic-Con this year?
Pretty fun so far.
How many years have you been coming to New York Comic-Con?
Like 6.
6? Same?
5.
5.
I wish it was 6.
Okay. So you guys are dressed up as the man, Cloud. Are you guys ready for the remake?
Yeah, definitely. Can't wait.
She'll be absent.
Yeah, I'm so sad my character they haven't shown anything yet.
Oh, that's right. They haven't shown anything for Vincent yet.
It's a
Maybe they're
bummer,
keeping under wraps.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Still looks
But they've been showing you a lot.
Absolutely.
And you look great. So, let me ask you something. With this game coming out, do you think we'll see remakes of other past Final Fantasies?
I don't know. 7's pretty special.
7's pretty special? You didn't like 8?
8's good. It got remastered.
Okay.
I don't know if it's as good as 7.
And you had your own video game.
Yeah.
They're the Cerberus.
Someday.
You played it?
Cool. I have not, but I really want to go back and play it.
So how long did it take to make your costumes?
A couple of months, actually. Most of the summer, pretty much.
How long did it take to make that?
This was a
God.
couple months.
Couple of bucks. How heavy is it?
I don't know. Would you like to hold?
It's got a little weight. I just want to see how. Okay, it's got a little weight to it. You can see I'm Spider-Man, so my super strength keeps me. But you guys look great, guys. I appreciate this so much. I'm putting this on my vlog. Just vlogging great cosplayers. But thank you so much, guys. You guys take care.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Wasn't that amazing? Weren't they cool? The amount of effort my dude put into making that Buster Sword. I've seen some great Cloud Strife cosplay over the years, but his Buster Sword probably had to been the best constructed Buster Sword I've seen cosplaying. And he, as you saw, he let me hold it, and it had some weight to it, y'all. It had some weight, but it was beautiful and it was great. So once again, I was constantly running into a lot of great cosplayers, and one of them that I wanted to talk to was this great girl. She was sitting by, really not by, she was next to me, and I was just like, she's dressed up as female Loki. Saw a lot of female Lokis. Matter of fact, that reminded me of a friend that I met down in MegaCon who was dressed up as female Loki, and she was dressed up as female Loki, and we had such a great talk. It was so fun to talk to her. Her mindset of loving Loki, but loving the movies and the direction of the movies and everything like that. She went in. Check it out. You're gonna love it.
Okay, guys, so I'm back again and enjoying my con, and I ran into a Loki, but female Loki, which is always a good thing to see. See, there she is. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good.
What's your name?
My name is Brittany.
And how long have you been coming to New York Comic Con?
This is my third year.
Third year. And I'm seeing you dressed as Loki, female Loki. Are you a fan of Loki?
I am a fan of Loki.
You are a fan of Loki. So you must be excited for the TV show that's coming out.
Absolutely. I'm excited for all of them, but especially Loki.
He's here.
I know. That's where we're going next.
Okay,
Next
you're going to go
stop.
see him. Okay. I don't want to take up most of your time.
No,
but,
that's cool.
So we've seen a lot, the MCU, Phase 3 come to an end. Overall, how did you like Phase 3?
I thought it was really strong, and I think it's going to be really tough for Phase 4 to follow up.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited because there's a lot of new stuff in Phase 4, and I feel like Phase 3 was a lot of sequels, but I'm pretty excited for the future of MCU regardless.
Okay. Out of all the Phase 4 movies, excluding the TV series, but they are connected,
Yes.
which one are you excited for the most?
Doctor Strange 2.
Okay, she get a fist bump for that one.
Yeah.
That's the multiverse with him and Scarlet Witch.
That's why Scarlet Witch is getting, I feel like, her time to shine, and I think it's going to be awesome. It's the first time they're doing horror in the MCU, so I am stoked.
So are you more of a MCU fan, or do you support all the comic movies?
All the comic movies, but
Okay.
MCU is my favorite, but
Okay.
I like all comic movies.
Oh, okay. Now, I talked to a She-Hulk yesterday,
Okay.
and I told her, she came all the way from Colombia, and she said, I told her, you got a TV series coming out.
Yes, they announced that D23.
Yeah,
Yes.
and she said, she's like, oh really? She didn't know.
Oh, no,
But I had to tell her, and she was so excited for that. How important is that to see the next Hulk in the family come to fruition now?
It's really exciting. It's something that I wasn't expecting quite yet. So when they made the announcement, was the last month, I was like, all right. And also Miss Marvel, that one got me excited too.
Kamala Khan, yeah. She's been in the works too, and they said Moon Knight. I was shocked at the Moon Knight. I was
Moon Knight.
like, whoa, okay. But last question.
Yes.
I'm back with the MCU.
Yes!
So how does that feel? How does that feel?
That was the biggest relief ever. My friend texted me and was like, they got him back, and I was so happy. Oh man, Spider-Man, MCU is killing the Spider-Man game.
There's one more question. I got another question for you. Female Thor's coming as well.
Yes, Jane
How does
Thor.
that feel?
Exciting. I'm excited. I'm ready. It's gonna be good.
And my final question.
Yes.
We've seen DC deliver with, now they're doing Birds of Prey.
Right.
And we're seeing more female-oriented movies.
Yes.
Is it time for the MCU? Because we got a tease of it in Endgame. We got a tease of it. Is it time for them to do an all-female team?
Absolutely. I think the tease was like them getting ready for it. I'm ready. I think it was great.
Right.
I was like, a lot of people thought it was a little corny, that scene. I was
Really?
not one of those people. I was like, yeah.
I thought it was great because I was like, yeah,
yelling
okay.
in my seat.
Yeah. So thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Is there any way people can find you, social media or so? Because this is I will be putting this on my YouTube channel. So
yeah, sure. So on Instagram, I'm at Daily Briz, Daily and then BRIZZ. So yeah, you can find me there.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day. And I won't take up enough time because you go see Tom Holland.
Not Tom Holland, Hiddleston.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hiddleston. What did I say, Holland?
Yeah.
Look at that. I'm fucking up. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you she was great? Now, didn't I tell you earlier, guys, that picture you saw with me and Power Girl? Didn't I tell you? I told y'all. I interviewed her. She was a lovely young lady. She was. I'm not even gonna let's not beat around the bush. She was beautiful. She had these eyes, these very pretty eyes. Like you'll see for yourself. But she was so cool, and I got to speak to her and her friend who was dressed up as Harley. If y'all remember, there was a little mini with Harley and Power Girl. She was dressed up as that. They were so cool, and they gave their all. They were honest, which I love, keeping it real, which I love. And her friend just was divine as well. And she was great. I'm not joking about the eyes. See for yourself. Watch. Okay, guys, so I'm back again. I found another great cosplayer, as always. And look, Karen Starr, aka Power Girl, is here. How are you, Miss?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. First time. Let me rephrase that. How long have you been coming to New York Comic Con?
This is actually my first year, believe it or not.
Really?
But I go to all the other conventions in the area, but this is my first year at New York Comic Con.
Okay.
And it's probably one of the best cons I've ever been to, and I'm excited to come back next year already.
Okay. So are you a fan of Power Girl?
Of course, yes.
Who else do you cosplay as?
I cosplay as Pennywise. I cosplay as Black Cat. I cosplay as Kim Possible. Captain
Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
There's Unlimited. Bubbles. Princess Fiona.
Okay.
I've done tons of things. My Instagram is Shasta Daisy 8, and that's where you can find
please
everything.
Put that out there, please.
Yep, Shasta Daisy 8.
Let me ask you something. Being that this is your first New York Comic Con, how has your experience been so far?
Amazing. I was really anxious with a lot of people here, but it's not as bad as I thought. Everyone's really nice, and I'm having a great time. I'm more excited for next year and to do more cosplays for next year and to come more days.
Okay. So you're only coming for this day?
Just today, yeah.
Okay. So, other cons you have been to. Have you been to MegaCon?
I have, yeah.
Orlando?
I went to MegaCon Orlando this year.
This year? I was there.
I was there too.
That was my first time being
really,
there.
I was actually in-game Black Widow.
I think I saw you.
Yeah, I was in the Quantum Realm suit with like the braid and everything.
I saw you.
Yay!
Oh my
that was
God.
me.
Okay, so you were there. What else? Have you been to San Diego Con?
I have not. That's one of my goals.
Is that's on your bucket list?
Yeah, hopefully next year. But I do I travel to a lot of other cons. This year I went to MegaCon to travel for, and then next year I'm hoping I can go to San Diego.
That's good. Now I see your partner in crime over here. Yeah, see, I see Power Harley here. Look at her. Yeah, see, I didn't forget you. I saw you over there. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. This your first con?
No, it's not. This is my 6th year in a row going.
6 years? Okay, it's my 4th. You're ahead of me.
She's been begging me to come for like years.
For 3 years, I think.
So are you guys from around the area or no?
I live kind of far from here, but she lives with us.
I live like 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like on the border of New Jersey and New York.
Okay. So Harley, you love Harley?
I'm sorry?
Do you love Harley?
Does she?
Yes.
She
This
does
is not
every
my only Harley cosplay.
Okay.
I do Bombshell, Jester. I have a Harley Stormtrooper that I made.
Okay.
Amazing.
I have this one, and then I also dress as Greenwich.
Okay. And more importantly, I should ask you, since you were dressed like Harley, are you excited for the Birds of Prey movie?
I am, but I do have some.
Come on, don't you hide it. Come on, tell me right now.
I just feel like it shouldn't only been about Harley.
Agreed.
I do.
My
love
first cosplay was
Harley.
Black Canary, so I was not happy with that.
I do love Harley, and I think that she deserves her own movie. I just don't think that that was the way they should have went.
Now, agree with me or not, shouldn't this movie just should have been Harley and Ivy?
No, it's a Harvey
I would like to have seen that. I don't really like the people that they picked for other characters like Black Canary.
Okay.
I feel like they should have went a different route with that.
Now, I've spoken to Gail Simone downstairs. She's actually my friend, and she loved it. Because I think that she wrote Birds of Prey, so she has a special place in her heart for those characters. But I kind of told her I didn't like it either. Look, I'm all for showing more female characters in the comic movies, which is great. And I like Margot Robbie as Harley.
I agree.
I do too.
I want to see Black Canary with fishnets.
But-
Just give us fishnets on Black Canary.
And blonde hair.
And blonde
Fishnets and
hair.
blonde hair.
But the fact is, this is not the Birds of Prey to me. Okay, I see this as this feels exactly what you said. Harley and Friends movie.
Yeah, I feel like there should have been a different route. Like they should have just made her own movie and that was it, not based on that.
Okay. Now back to you, Power Girl, because I haven't forgot about you. Now, are you a fan of the Supergirl show?
I am, but I did fall off after 2 seasons.
Okay.
I do need to get back onto watching it, but I did love what I watched so far. So.
Do you?
I did watch like the Infinite Earths.
Crossovers?
I watched all the crossovers.
Okay.
But I didn't watch like the seasons after the first 2.
Now, last question for you. Do you feel that you, as Power Girl, see, I'm gonna make sure I get everything of her. Do you feel that you should be introduced into the show?
I would love to. This is my second Power Girl I did. The first one I had the blue belt.
Okay.
But since I was teaming up with her, I had to do this belt just
Right.
because I was teaming up with her as Power Harley. But yes, I would love to. I think I need bigger boobs to be Power Girl. It's true.
Okay.
One day we're gonna do a swap.
One day.
One
Okay.
day we're gonna do a swap.
See, I would pan down, but I'll probably get smacked. I'll probably get smacked for that. So anyway, thank you for your time, ladies.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that very much. Now, once again, say your Instagram.
Shasta Daisy 8.
Okay. And where can we find you, Harley?
Alyssa277.
All right. So thank you guys so much. I'm gonna make sure I get a full look at that. Thank you guys. So guys, once again, I was on the floor, and I knew before anything, I had to go back because I missed the opportunity the first day, so I had to go back. But once again, didn't I tell you guys? Didn't I tell you she was pretty? Huh? Didn't I tell you? And see, I like inked girls who got tattoos, and her ink was beautiful. Your ink was beautiful, I'm just gonna let you know, Daisy. Your ink was beautiful. But before that, I had to go. I went back down to Artist Alley because I had to go because I knew this guy was gonna be here, and I follow him on Instagram. Artist, his name is Marcus Williams. He goes under the name of #MarcusVisuals, and I had to buy some of his art. He was recently putting up some art that I was just like, these are great. He was putting X-Men with a lot of the Disney princesses, and Marcus Williams was so cool. It was just so cool to see him, and got to meet him. Great guy. He really was. But I had to pick up some of his art, and so I picked up
three prints of his. I'll show up to you right now. But yeah, he was great. But I did take, so for all those who don't know what he looks like, here he is right here. But he was so cool. He was really cool, and he was just so fun. But I did pick up a few of his artwork. So, like I said before, his prints of Disney princesses with X-Men characters were really cool. And I wish I could have got them all, but I wanted the ones that really caught my eye. And one of them was the Mulan and Psylocke. I had to get this. I was like, as soon as I was like, once I saw this on Instagram, I was like, if he's gonna be at New York Comic, I'm getting this. And I got it, and he signed it, as you can see right here. I was like, yeah, this is coming with your boy. This is coming with your boy. And the other one I wanted was the Storm and Pocahontas. I was like, y'all know me how I am with, you know, Native American characters. So, you know, I was like, she's coming with me. And Storm and Pocahontas, how cool would that have been? But yeah, I had to get that. And if I bought two, I get a free one. And I was looking through his post, and I was looking through his portfolio, and I was gonna get another, you know, Disney princess, X-Men princess one, but you know, the other one I did like was the character Elsa from Frozen with Iceman. I was gonna get it, but I was like, no, I wanted something else. And then I looked in the back, and me being a child of the 80s, I saw something that just, I was like, please tell me, Mr. Williams, you have it. And at first he was like, I don't know if I have it, and he found it. And it's Black Panther and Thundercats. It's Lionel dressed in a Black Panther costume, and he had a couple of those, and I was just like, I saw one with Panthro and Black Panther, but I like the Lionel. I was like, I gotta get it. This is the free one I got. So yeah, I got it. It was so much fun, indeed. Yeah, indeed it was. But shouts out to you, Mr. Williams. You're a great artist, great talent. Your artwork is great. It was just, once again, you know, like I said, guys, a lot of fun. This Comic-Con was just a lot of fun, and to see the amount of people there, and to see just the amount of just my fellow geeks being there, and me just having a good time. Did I go and talk to some writers? Yeah, I did. I talked to people like Greg Pak, Al Ewing, Jim Zub, Marjorie Bennett, no relation. There were a lot of art writers I did talk to, but you know, some of them are very iffy about me vlogging them, or you know, so I couldn't do it. Charles Soule, Donnie Cates. Shouts out to Donnie Cates. He's gonna be writing Thor. I can't wait to read that. Charles Soule is gonna be writing a new Star Wars. I think it's gonna take, this series will take place between. I think it takes place in between or after the events of The Empire Strikes Back. So it was really cool. But you know me, guys, I had to get another interview with a great cosplayer. Some great cosplayer. And I found one. This was the first cosplayer I saw dressed as his character. I'm not gonna spoil who it is. You just gotta see for yourself. But check out what this brother had to say. He was a real cool dude as well, and it was great. So back again. I found one. I finally found one. Look, a blade. Right. Mr. Eric Brooks is in the house.
How you
Things
doing,
out there
Blade?
in vampires tonight.
Yeah, how you doing?
Me. I'm doing good, man. I'm
That's
doing good.
good.
This is my first cosplay, actually.
I was first cosplay.
First cosplay.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
my second.
All right.
Okay.
That's what's up, man.
So, how long you been coming to New York Comic Con?
So this is my second year. I came last year on the Sunday.
Okay.
Wanted to come the year before that, but didn't realize how difficult it was to actually get tickets for this.
Right.
So now it's just, I'm gonna be here as long as I'm living in the city, man.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
So you're local.
I live in Spanish Harlem.
Okay, Harlem.
Yeah,
Represent
yeah.
Harlem.
Man,
Okay.
Harlem, let's go.
You
Let's
named
go.
dress up as Luke Cage.
I mean, listen, man. You know, Blade comes first. Blade comes first.
Okay.
Blade comes first.
No
You know what I'm saying?
doubt, no
But
doubt.
maybe we'll do the case next year. Also, don't want to cut the hair.
Okay.
Not gonna lie. Took a long time to grow this. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Long time
So
to grow this.
let me ask you, dude, because being that you're dressed up as Blade, he's coming back to the MCU.
That's
Mahershala Ali is taking over.
Yes, very excited.
How do you feel about that?
Very excited. Love him as an actor. Obviously love everything that Marvel's doing.
Right.
And of course, you know, it's great to see more African American characters come into the spotlight. And let's be honest, Blade was the first successful Marvel character to have like a blockbuster movie back in the day. So it's nice to see him come back in the fold and to be part of the larger MC universe. It's going to be great, man. I'm excited.
Now, do you have any harsh feelings? Like, were you happy for him, or were you like, man, they didn't get Wesley?
I love Wesley.
Right.
But like, if we're gonna do the character long term, you gotta also keep in mind the age thing too.
Right.
As long as Wesley's involved somehow, you know what I'm saying, or at least something. I mean, I think that'll be good. But if they're gonna replace him, I think this is the right guy to do it. You know. But I mean, it's tough. It's tough because Wesley Snipes is Blade. Right. You know. But I mean, he can't be Blade forever. Just like, you know, Tony Stark. Robert Downey couldn't be Iron Man forever. They're gonna replace Wolverine at some point, you know. So it's like, it's a nice passing of the torch, I feel.
Now, I had a thought of maybe Wesley could be Blade's original mentor from the comics.
I think if they like bring Wesley into the fold, it would be on that type of level. Like maybe he's kind of like the Whistler character or something like that. Somehow to incorporate him and kind of like pay homage to that. Right. But we'll see, man. You know, we'll see.
Now, outside of, we saw the end of Phase 3. In your opinion, how was Phase 3 overall?
I mean, I'm a fanboy.
Okay.
So,
No, go ahead. I'm a
take it
fanboy
with a
too.
grain of salt, but I thought in terms of like ending a comic series like on the big scale, they did an amazing job. Like if you can take a movie like Thor: The Dark World, which was probably one of my least favorite Marvel movies, and make that more relevant in the grand scheme of things, and still like, you know, still have a cohesive storyline. You know, just amazing. I really like what they did. I thought if they ended it and never made another Marvel movie again, we could all be satisfied with how things concluded. But they still left enough things open-ended so that, you know, we can keep having this fun with all these characters. So, I mean, I usually don't think that Hollywood does everything perfect, but as far as a big movie like this could end with all of, like the stakes that they had, I thought they nailed it, man. I really thought they nailed it.
With Phase 4, we've seen the lineup for Phase 4, including the TV shows that will connect to Phase 4. Which one of the Phase 4 movies are you like really intrigued by because you may not know too much about the character?
I'm really looking forward to what they do with the WandaVision one. Just because Vision's like a cool character who, you know, is obviously not going to get his own movie because he's a robot. And Wanda's such a powerful character from the comics, and I'm really hoping to explore like not only their relationship, but like really get more into her powers. Because she's so strong. If you've read the House of M line, you know, I mean, she's that girl. So
now
it'll be really cool.
She's going to be in two things.
Well, she's going to be,
yes.
I'm excited to see how she gets incorporated into the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness movie as well. And I'm really liking that's going to be more dark, more horror. And who knows, maybe that's how they do a little teasing for Blade if they're going down the horror genre. So we'll see. But I think that's the one I'm kind of most intrigued in. Obviously, Falcon Winter Soldier.
That's
very, very excited for that. That's going to be real cool. Bringing back Zemo. But I think the WandaVision one will be will be the most interesting because I think those are the two characters people kind of know the least about, but are really strong and important part of Marvel in general.
Now, last question, because see who I'm dressed up as. He's back. with the MCU.
We got scared for a minute, man.
Yeah, I was about to
Trying
say.
to take you away, bro.
How did that
Back into
feel?
the fold. Listen, man, there's too much money to be made, man. Like, just work together, Marvel and Sony. Let's all be friends.
Right.
Let's all be friends. I'm glad that Tom Holland isn't going anywhere.
Now, believe it or not, it's been said that Tom Holland's the one that kind of orchestrated the new deal.
Precisely.
He kind of planned it out.
Just wait. This
That's
is gonna
the-
get better. I finished
Yeah,
this
Spider-Man.
He kind of planned it out to like, hey, you know,
I would say
let's
that's the
work it out
least
here.
he could do after he drops all those spoilers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, listen. I think it's pretty clear that
I like the theme.
Tom Holland is probably the best Spider-Man that we've
agree.
had in terms of encompassing the essence of him and getting that feel of him being like a younger kid.
I agree.
And we see how he works so well with the other MCU characters, and he's so ingrained in it that I think it would be ill-advised on both sides to just yank him from it just so abruptly, especially when you've set him up to kind of be, you know, a torchbearer for the next generation. So
I agree.
Like I said, I hope they can keep things going on for now and continuing into the future, and who knows, whatever. As long as they end him exiting Marvel well, and then Sony can do whatever with him, I'll be cool with that too. So.
Now, I don't want to hold you up, but I just like talking to you. I like scratch your mind. Are you excited for any of the DC movies as well? Are you? Because I should have asked you.
I'm more of a Marvel guy obviously than DC, but I like the new direction DC's going in. Kind of away from the Zack Snyder dark
No, I
broodiness,
agree with that
more
too.
into kind of like, you know, the variety, more of the color palettes. We'll see, man. I mean, we need Green Lantern in there, and you need to figure out how to do Superman.
Right.
I like Henry Cavill. They just need to figure out how to get him involved in the story better.
Right.
They just need to, you know, not saying copy Marvel, but they need a more cohesive universe. But I think they're along the way. I liked Aquaman. I like Shazam, and I kind of like how they're setting more things up. We'll see how Birds of Prey is, you know. But you know, I think DC's doing a better job on the TV side.
Yeah.
With the Arrowverse and all those things. I'm a big fan of the Arrowverse. I watch all those shows. So, you know, just give us quality, man.
Well, I appreciate your time, dude. What's your name?
My name's Anthony.
Anywhere social media wise?
You can follow me on Instagram, atrain288. Mainly, I'm not huge on social media, but you know, I'm just getting into this. But yeah, man, this has been great.
So once again, I want to show off his blade look again, dudes. Like, excuse me. See, he looks great. He's even got the bladed sword in the back, which is great.
That's right.
So
you gotta come correct, man.
Yeah, this is the first. I haven't seen any blades. So
there's a couple here. I've seen a couple.
I haven't seen any, so I was glad I bumped into you. I was like,
Well, I'm happy
to get a blade in there.
You could, man.
So thank you for your time. I appreciate it, brother.
What's your name again?
I'm Chris.
Chris?
Yeah,
nice to meet
this
you,
is gonna go definitely on my YouTube channel.
What's your YouTube channel?
I'll definitely show it to you right after I cut this off.
All right, cool.
All right. So thanks again, dude.
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you the brother was cool? He was just so cool. He dressed as Blade. Eric Brooks. Got to talk to him about Mahershala Ali being Blade. You heard what he said about Wesley Snipes, things like that. It was just really cool. And it's funny because you think Blade, and I think a lot of people forget the fact that in terms of the superhero movies for Marvel, Blade started it all. Blade started it all. It was Blade. Even though at first they weren't even saying based on the Marvel character until the second one. But I can't wait to see Mahershala Ali as Blade and see what he's going to bring. And hopefully they do bring, Wesley Snipes in to the fold, maybe to be Blade's mentor and trainer, keep it true to the comic source and not Whistler, because I think people forget Whistler was never Blade's trainer, mentor. It was another guy before. It was another guy, not Whistler. Whistler was created later. Not disrespecting Whistler, but it still was great. It still be great to see the true mentor to Blade. But guys, it was this year's MegaCon was a lot of fun. What did I say? MegaCon, New York Comic Con. Sorry, was a lot of fun. I had so much fun with it. Fun. I did pick up a lot of things for a couple of more things for friends. My friend Blue Goblin, I picked up a few things for him, and my friend Ziploc Gory, picked up a statue for him, and I picked up a lot of prints, and they were like $5 a piece. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go crazy, not too crazy, but yeah, I picked up a few. But I had a lot of fun, guys, and you should just listen to my final words and just see for yourself. But with that being said, guys, I want to thank you all for listening and watching this. Thank you all to all the cosplayers that I interviewed. Thank you. Shouts out to all you guys for taking the time and just being letting the Omni Geek High Lord of New York talk to you just for a few minutes, taking the time out of and not feeling like I disrupted your time at the con, but you enjoyed it and you had fun. I appreciate it so much. Much love and respect to all of you. As always, your alpha bids you adieu. But in the end of the day, next year there's always another year. But check out my final words. And for that, guys, y'all take care.
Well, guys, my New York Comic Con adventure is over, and
Mike's great.
I had a good time again for this year. You know, it's funny. I spent, like I said, most of the time with Gail, and had a good time indeed. As you can see, I bought some stuff. As you can see, I've just bought some stuff. Well, there. Bought some more stuff. A lot of stuff for friends. I said I was going to get some things for his friends. But I didn't go too crazy this year. But I had a lot of fun in costume and everything like that. Took a lot of images with people, fellow heroes. You know, it's funny. Since I was here, I didn't take any pictures with other fellow Spideys. It was weird. Every time I wanted to, they would run off, so it was weird. But it was still a lot of fun to be in the environment and be in cosplay. And, probably the biggest joy of cosplaying was, like I said, the one thing I wanted the most was little kids coming up to me and saying Spider-Man, Spider-Man, and then they did. I had a lot of fun. I had little kids just come up and hug me and think. I had this one girl. She ran right up to me earlier and just hugged me and was like, and my parents were like, "Can we take a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was able to get that picture. Usually, all the kids that took pictures, I wanted to like say, "Could you text me that picture?" You know, but it's all good. It's all good. But I had a lot of fun. My New York Comic Con 2019 adventure is over. Here's looking to next year. What was the highlight of this year? Probably spending most of the day with Gail. You know, just they look at me as family, so it was just really cool to spend time with them and just chill with them and see what she's up to and things like that. But it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun indeed. I'll probably cosplay again next year. I'll just figure out who. But other than that, yeah, it was fun. A lot of fun.